Today I want to share with you our plans for our summer homeschool. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle and this is A Common Life. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids ages 4 through 12, and we have been homeschooling for about 6 years now. And for all but one of those years, we have homeschooled year round. We chose 1 year after we had moved twice in 1 year to kind of just take that summer off for about 2 months. But every other year we have continued to homeschool throughout the entire school year, which I love doing because it gives us a lot of flexibility. It lets us travel or do different field trips or things like that during the year, and it makes for a very flexible homeschool lifestyle, which is what we prefer. Now, you may know that our older 2 children are enrolled in a cottage school. A cottage school, or a university model school, is a type of school where the children go 2 days and then they do all of their homeschool work at home the other 3 days. Now, this does follow basically the calendar for the public schools in our area. There are some different breaks and things like that, but overall, it basically follows that calendar. And so mid-May or so, their school year is going to be complete at the cottage school. But even though that school year is going to be complete, that doesn't mean that we are going to be done with school. They will have finished all of that coursework, but because we joined partway through the school year, there is some curriculum that our children are going to have to complete before the following school year. So specifically, my son, who is in 6th grade, we joined halfway through the year, he missed the entire first semester in the writing class. And so I have the workbook that goes with that, and we are going to do that entire workbook over the summer. That way, at the end of August, he is just ready to go and to start school. Another program that we are definitely going to be doing over the summer is their Latin program. They joined the Latin program halfway through the school year, which, as you know, is incredibly vocab and grammar heavy. So that was really, really difficult. Honestly, they are still kind of behind. They haven't caught up all the way. And so what I want to do is take the summer to make sure that they know everything from the Latin book, especially those first 12 or 14 lessons that they really did not learn when the other kids learned them. And so we have some CDs that we can listen to in the car, and they've been making flashcards as they have gone through, and we're just going to keep reviewing those and going over them. So those are all the things for the cottage school that I kind of want to have them ready for in the upcoming school year. On top of that, you may know that my 2nd grader is a very reluctant reader. I did a video all about that. I'll link to it up above. And he just has really, really struggled. And we think that part of it is because he has dyslexia. And so for him, he needs to be able to basically fluently be reading by the fall so that he can be enrolled in the school. So one of the things that we are going to be doing with him over the summer is just kind of reading and reading and reading as much as we possibly can. I am using different programs with him to kind of get him caught up and help with the dyslexia thing. And hopefully, you know, by the fall, he'll be a much stronger reader. I mean, I have already seen huge, huge improvements in him in just a couple of months. And so I think he will definitely be ready by the fall, but we're definitely going to have to work on it. Now, as far as the actual summer schedule and how it is going to go, basically what we do every summer is reading, writing, and arithmetic. Those are the main things that we focus on. Now, I already told you with my son what I'm going to be working on with him. With my daughter, we are just going to be working on some basic like book reports and the 5-paragraph essay and things like that. Nothing too difficult, but because she is actually a very good writer, and so it's just something that I want to kind of keep up with her. We are also going to be doing grammar for the older 2, and I want to make sure that they really have a good grasp on it, especially my oldest son before he goes to the logic school at the cottage school. I think he really, really needs to have a good grasp on his grammar. So the 2 of them are going to actually do that together. Then anything else along with the language and writing, we have some spelling. I don't think they will have finished all of their spelling books by the end of the school year. They'll be pretty close, but they'll need to kind of finish those up before they start a new one in the fall. And then for my younger boys, they have several kind of grade appropriate workbooks that they are working on. So if those are not complete by the end of May, they will just finish those until they are done. And then when they are done, I will probably do something more along the lines of like journal prompting and those types of writing, something kind of low key and fun. They love doing those books. I have several of them where like there's writing or lines in the bottom to write and then space on the top to draw a picture. So we'll probably do something along the lines of that where like each day they have to draw a picture and write a short little story about it. Something fun like that you know isn't too much work, but it keeps them writing. That way they don't kind of lose that skill. So as far as reading is concerned, with my older children, I will basically just assign them to read some different books. Like I said, with my daughter, I will have her do some like little basic book reports for 5th, 6th grade. And then for my younger children, we will definitely still be working on our phonics and our reading and just reading as much as we can and finishing up any of the chapter books that we have left over from the curriculum that we've been using in this current school year. And for my 4-year-old, we are going to be using the Good and the Beautiful Primer K curriculum. I will link to that up above. I did a video all about it for you, and that's what I'm going to be doing with him this summer. We are going to be working through all of that so that maybe in the fall I can start him on the kindergarten program. And the last thing that we do is the math. And we use CTC Math Online. It is an amazing program. I highly, highly recommend it. it makes life so easy, because even my younger children can do it because it reads aloud the lessons, and it's like a video. So it reads everything out loud to them, and every single question they can click on and have it read to them. So it makes it really easy, and then I get a report and I can see how they're doing. So we are going to continue doing that. My older 2 children are basically on grade level for math, but my younger 2 boys who are using that curriculum are way ahead of the game. My second and my first grader are both doing 3rd grade math right now. So I'm just going to keep pushing them and have them complete as much as they can. They are not going to be done with 3rd grade math by the end of the summer. So they will continue doing that in the fall as well. On top of these basic school things that we are going to be doing, 2 of my boys are in brain training, which takes a lot of hours every week. So we will be doing brain training. We will also be doing swim team. Now, if you have ever done swim team, you will know it is a huge commitment. It takes up so much time, and I will have 3 children doing swim team, and they're in 3 different divisions, which means we will have 3 hours of swimming practice every single night on top of the 6 to 7 hour long meet each Tuesday night. And so that is a very huge commitment for us. So swim team is a very big part of what we do in the summer. We will spend lots of time at the pool, lots of time playing outside, on top of the reading, writing, and arithmetic that we are doing. And one last thing, my older 2 children will be using books that are basically like a bridge between the grade that they're in now and the grade that they're going to in the fall. And I love using these kind of summer bridge books because they are so helpful just to make sure that your child has kind of mastered everything that they need to know for that grade. Now, I know that not everybody really cares about Common Core standards and what is going on in the public schools, but for us, I know that maybe perhaps down the road our kids might have to go to public school. What if something happens? What if I need to work, or if I get hurt or sick, or my husband gets hurt or sick, or something like that? You never really know, and you can't guarantee that you are always going to be able to homeschool, because there could just be something that happens. And so I always want to make sure that my kids are ready and prepared to be able to go to the public schools if they had to. So I find that those summer bridge types of books, or those complete grade books, I know there's the complete kindergarten book and things like that. I like to use those books just to make sure that they are going to have everything covered and taken care of by the end of each school year. I am planning on sharing a few of those books with you guys in the future, so make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you would like to see those videos and how we use the bridge type of books during the summer. If you are planning on homeschooling in the summer, I would love to hear how and why you do that. So please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, and have a great day.